This video is being sponsored by the TechTual approach to breaking into cybersecurity ebook. If you're thinking about getting into cybersecurity, having trouble getting interviews, need LinkedIn help, need a career roadmap, or all the above, then this is the ebook for you. Sign up below to be notified when this book is dropping. The link will be in the description.
Because I've seen that as well. Like when it comes to tech stuff, everybody's trying to chase the money, which is fine. I want everybody to get paid. I don't care nothing about anybody bad. Get your money.
But you won't start off getting paid. The thing is, like, there's a misconception that you're gonna start off getting paid, and that's Go ahead.
Yeah, and you have to, if you have to have an extremely good skill set and hopefully get with a company that values that. Like, shout out to Dayspring. Dayspring is either 19 or 20. Day CyberRocks for everyone who doesn't know. And he didn't finish. Well, he just had his associates, and I think he's finishing up at WGU. Which, if you're thinking about a bachelor plan or something like that, do WGU is cheap, and they do courses that's relevant to stuff you do in the field. So, look into WGU. But I was able to help him because when he got his first full time, I was like, "What they offer you?" And he told me. I said, "I know what they doing that. They doing that because you X amount of years old, and they feel like you don't got the experience, so we ain't got to pay you right." Because I'm like this. At least if you give me a full time or you play me at least the average, cool. But he wasn't even in the average.
Yeah.
So once we had a spot open up, I said, I think I was on vacation then or something like that. I texted my manager, who shout out to Ashley, by the way, best manager I ever had. I was like, "Look, I got a young guy. Get him on to guarantee you, you will not be, let down." And they end up offering him like, I think altogether compensation, I just probably got offered like $50K more, doing similar stuff, actually doing less work. On top of that, since I've gone, they actually promoted him to another level because he out there grinding. So I'm almost segueing into also letting people know, like, roles, you don't just start off with roles with a lot of money in the beginning sometimes, but if you have friends in high places, it works. So network, and if you were looking for a mentor, you have to come correct. I had a young man I don't even know how old he is, but he kind of came into my LinkedIn inbox a little too fresh.
I kicked out of my group.
Huh?
There's probably somebody I kicked out of my group.
Well, it was just like we hadn't established that rapport for him to kind of, no, he was kind of so lackadaisical. If you coming to me on a professional site, wanting me to be a mentor. And I just gave him a rule of thumb. It's like, if you want a mentor, you need to come in and, show me your value and show me like what you're working on. And then I might, take an interest in, helping you out some. But just because you reach out to me doesn't mean, especially if you reach out to me in the wrong way, which he probably was just nervous. I still end up talking to him, and I'll probably end up replying to him again because I forgot to reply to him. I've been busy this whole week. But yeah, guys, just network, put your head down. Like Diera was telling people, like, people want to jump past everything and not know the fundamentals. You got to understand, sometimes you can look up into a role, but then you might plateau right there because you don't have the fundamentals to take you to the next level. If you guys watch anything with sports, or me and you drummers, right? Mm-hmm. Sometimes you can be naturally gifted, but the best drummers know all their rudiments and know how to do them. And they can count. They know different. They can play in 4/4, 3/4, anything, and they can play with anybody because they got fundamentals. It's the same thing when it comes to being a tech. Having fundamentals to whatever your skills space is can keep on helping you elevate. If you don't, then you'll get left behind because you don't remember them. So that's all she's been trying to tell people, and people been getting mad. Like, she's trying to gatekeep. Like, nah, just work on the basics. I'm a boxing guy. I was surprised Deontay Wilder got that far with just the lack of boxing skill, and it showed up when he went against somebody his size that could box way better than him. Same thing happened at work. You going for a role, and then this person right here know how to do all this stuff, or either stuff you forgot that you don't know how to do, and now you out of luck. So that's all we trying to tell y'all, man. Y'all be okay. Stop falling in love with the timelines of the people who are making good six figures and above. They put in work for that.
Mm-hmm. And what you should be falling in love with is the job descriptions. Like, look at these job descriptions and look at what the skills that the companies want that go with that job. And I think that's probably what's missing. Like, we don't know how to really look for jobs in tech. I don't know what people or how people are looking, but I mean, I could just go on LinkedIn and just type in AWS and you're going to get 190,000 something results. Now, with those results, I can look at them and like, you can start to come to a general idea of the type of, skill set that these companies want as you're looking at this job. And that's what y'all need to be learning. I mean, point blank. And then once you learn it, you add that on your LinkedIn page and, add that on your resume.
Yeah, that's facts. And in my ebook, I'm actually detailing the people two examples. I have an example of a good entry level position and a bad one that's not entry level, because people don't know, so they're getting caught up on what they perceive to be actual entry level, and they're chasing certs that aren't entry level.
Yeah. Do you think we need
now
entry level positions anymore, though?
Do I think what?
So do you think we even need to go for entry level positions?
Honestly, so when it comes to cybersecurity, some of them aren't really entry level because they expect you to have some type of knowledge of like IT and databases and other stuff. But if you have no experience whatsoever, like you just gotta, let me see, what did this person say? Because this is probably a good example. Like, okay, let's say, but if you have a certain no experience with it, most employers tend not to consider you. That's not all the way true. It depends on company. So you're right and wrong. If you get a chance, you probably just got in here, but if you get a chance, watch this at the beginning. I detailed about what you can do to kind of bridge that experience gap. But the reason why I say that is because you got people trying to go chase all these certs, trying to get CISSPs with no experience.
Yeah.
Now they come back thinking that they deserve X amount of money, but they don't. They just got some certs. It don't mean a lot of nothing.
Yeah.
Whereas if you just focus on the stuff you need to know skill wise, and you get an entry level or mid level, and sometimes a company like you so much, like that's what was good about Optus. I referred a girl in for, I think, a regular position, and I would say, you know what, you got the skill set to be a consultant, so we're gonna put you in as a consultant.
Yeah.
And they gave her a consulting group. That can happen too. I ain't gonna say it's gonna always happen, but that's what we gotta get to is like we just talking about, focus on the fundamentals, because I don't know, like I said, unless you know somebody, it's hard to get you past a mid-level role. And some of these roles, what you'll find out is that honestly, your workload really ain't gonna be that much. You might work 4 maybe 5 hours a day, maybe. How do you feel
about people that are going to school for like cybersecurity? Because I've seen quite a few people like at the help desk that have graduated from cybersecurity schools.
Are you talking about like those boot camps?
Yeah, the boot camps, or even like like the DeVry, or some of these schools where some for-profit schools.
If you're in school right now, try to get an internship. Keep on applying on every internship, because I rarely see people outside of school get internships. Speaking of, go on my LinkedIn right now. I actually just shared a person looking for some SOC interns. He said I think they're looking to hire in January. So if you're on here, go look at that, because that's what they do. Interns, they'll take you if you don't have experience. So that's one of those things as well. Internships can be a game changer. But I will say going to school for that is cool, but it doesn't show you much. You're going to have to do stuff on your own. And I haven't got a chance to review some of these curriculums, but if I get a chance to, it's only probably a handful that got good curriculums. Like my alma mater, Louisiana Tech, for computer information systems, they were teaching the same thing that I did, and I graduated in 2013. I had a client, I was like, why are they teaching the same stuff? Nobody even using none of this stuff at work.
Yeah.
which made me be like, fam, like, what's going on? Y'all just taking people money because they out here struggling because they don't know nothing. Nobody's looking for you to know how to do Visual Basic. Nobody care about Microsoft Access.
Yep.
So I definitely, it's hard because a lot of parents don't know. A lot of parents make tell the kid at the 18 they're grown, so you can pick your own school, and that's not the case. It's hard for an 18-year-old to figure out what they really want to do. With me, I want to be an architect. And I realized quickly, I'm not that good at drawing. I ain't gonna be that good at drafting. Let me go do something that I might be interested in. And that's how I ended up moving in the way that I moved. But even then, just going, I probably had a couple of classes in my major that I learned something. Other than that, I learned most of everything, within your first 2 to 3 months. Your first job teach you more than school ever did.
Yep.
Like even something simple as like email etiquette. Like they need classes on email etiquette. Some people don't know how to send emails.
Yep.
So help desk taught me a lot of that.